Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Halverson Palace series. Before I get into it, I want to just mention a couple story posts that I posted on Instagram between episode 6 to this episode. The first one was a post about Elena receiving a letter from the palace that Aiden gave to her that came in the mail. It was basically a letter from Xander apologizing and explaining himself that Maria suggested that he should write to Elena when they talked previously. It was extremely emotional, and Elena kind of finally released emotions that she had been holding for a really long time. The next one was a text conversation between Raymond and Maria making plans to hang out, which they actually did. I ended up posting a series of photos, not really explaining anything, but just showing them hanging out in the library. Maria was helping Raymond with a school project. And then the last one before episode 7 came out was an insight into Martha's therapy session, and it basically just described on how much she values Julian and Annalise as like surrogate parents. Then of course we had lovely episode 7, which was a full machinima, which I'll definitely be talking about a little bit later on. But if you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend you should go check it out so you're up to speed. After episode 7, I posted 2 story posts. The first one took place right after episode 7, and it was a conversation between Annalise and Erica. And Annalise kind of just had enough with Erica keeping things from her, and she basically explained that to Erica, that she doesn't appreciate the secrets and she doesn't feel like Erica values her as much as Annalise values Erica. And then the next one took place at the Walters Palace. It was on Christmas or Winterfest Day, and it was basically a conversation between Erica, Derek, Carmen, and Etta. Erica kind of explained to Carmen and Etta how Annalise lost it on her and were asking her for advice on how to deal with the situation. But Erica is very stubborn and doesn't really understand why Annalise is so upset the way that she is, and she is not really in the mood to apologize. So those were the story posts. Today is a very special day in the Halverson Palace because today is New Year's Eve, and we are going to be having the iconic annual New Year's Eve ball that we always have here at the Halverson Palace. Everyone from both kingdoms is coming, and I'm very excited to get it started. Okay, so I just started inviting guests, and they always do this thing where they stand here at the corner of the palace and then they talk on the phone to God knows whoever, and then eventually they'll make their way inside. I don't understand it, but I don't know, I guess they have to call whoever's at home and let them know that they made it here safely. Anyway, so since it's New Year's, I put a TV here for New Year's TV. I know that Leroy's here, maybe we could get him to watch some. Even though there's still a lot of tension between the sisters, Annalise and Erica. Also, look at Annalise, isn't she so pretty? Why is there cat vomit all over the ground? Can I remove this? Even though there's a lot of tension between both sisters, Annalise and Erica, obviously Erica and Derek are still invited to the New Year's Eve ball just because it's such a huge event and everyone's invited. Why are you also behind the bar? I swear, I hire staff. Look, it's not gonna let me hire another mixologist. They're still gonna come. I don't know where Erica is. I'm not sure if she's oh, there she is. So it's going to be, oh, and she does not look happy. Oh, now she does. Oh, nope, she's still angry. Oh my god. Yeah, so like I said, Erica is not the apologizing type. She is very, stubborn. So there's definitely going to be a lot of tension tonight when it comes to her and her mother and her sister. As far as Maria and Elena, I think they've kind of just been like, not surprised. This is the way that Erica is. So it's not really bothering them too much. I'm sure they were pissed off at first, but by now it's been like a month or so that has passed because it is the end of the month. So I don't know how they would take it. Probably a lot better than Annalise and Genevieve are right now, but we'll see what's going to happen tonight. I'm sure they're not going to talk to each other, that's for sure. Okay, so people are starting to file in, starting to grab some food. I have another food table thing from that party stuff pack over here. Leroy's kind of just standing there. Why don't you get some food? Here's Martha, and Amari got close last time that we had a ball at the Walters Palace. I'm sure they've been hanging out a little bit because they are from the same kingdom, so it wouldn't be too much of an inconvenience. Oh, what is that? Oh my, okay. So there's some problems happening with Elena's dress. Why is Elena angry? My god, did I lie? Maybe Elena's upset too about the whole Erica and Derek situation. I'm gonna change her outfit so there's no glitch that happens like that again. Oh, well, here's George and Angelica. Angelica obviously is invited because she's one of Maria's closest friends. Maria actually did invite Raymond as well, so he should be showing up. This isn't technically the first time Raymond's been to the palace, because he did come that one time to visit Maria when she was in a coma, but this is the first time he's attending any type of royal event or ball or whatever. And so I'm sure Angelica has been to a couple before just as like friend, because her family is definitely well respected even though they're not nobles. They're probably just giving Raymond advice and being like, you know, don't worry about anything, we're just here to have a fun time and stuff. Oh, and they're both feeling flirty. That's interesting. Actually, speaking of Angelica, I don't know if you remember last time when we got all the teens together at the roller rink, we found out that Angelica is very hard to please, except the only person that she actually does deem to be super attractive is Raymond's twin sister, Charity. See, extremely attractive. And they're not co-workers, they're classmates, but I think that's a glitch or whatever. But yeah, see, she deems her extremely attractive. And I actually invited Charity to the ball as well. I would assume that maybe Angelica asked her to come, and since Raymond's coming too, maybe for Raymond emotional support. So she is here somewhere. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful? I love this dress on her. Maybe we should call her over so they could talk. This is what she looks like. Her and Raymond do definitely look alike. I mean, they're twins, so obviously they would. I'm gonna hopefully get Angelica to become a lot closer with Charity tonight. Maybe they'll slow dance and hang out a little bit. Everybody's watching New Year's TV. It's awfully quiet. Oh, and do I have so many angry Sims coming to this ball? This is Lady Stephanie. This is Lord George's little sister. And I don't know why she's so angry right now, but that's okay. I'm still looking for Maria. I don't know. Oh, there she is. She's sitting right across from Aiden. And they made the dining hall a complete mess. That's actually hilarious. Oh, and look who it is. Raymond just happens to be here at the same time. Let's control Maria. Oh, and there's a dog here. I don't think I invited the dog. Okay. You know what's funny is that the whole Walters royal family, they're all hiding in the dining hall. The only person that's missing is Derek, but they're all hiding in here. They're like, it's not their fault of what Erica did, but I think it's funny how she's hanging out with them and not her family, because there's so much awkward tension from Genevieve and Annalise being upset that she went behind their back. So that's kind of funny. I hope they come out and dance at some point. And Marchioness Iris is posing at the TV. Nobody's taking pictures of you, hun. Oh. Okay, I see you. I don't know if you can tell, but Joanna definitely gets her sass from her mother. You know what? It's been wonderful spending time with you. We've made some great memories and we'll make so many more. Oh my god, are they still talking? I didn't even notice. Oh, that's so sweet. George is watching from aside. He's probably like making sure that Raymond's okay, or that Maria's okay, that they're both okay. I kind of love how, like, I haven't really done much in the past couple episodes when it comes to their relationship. Even between, I haven't done anything. It's just the Sims that they kind of like gravitate towards each other. I think that's really sweet. I don't think that they're going to have their first kiss tonight. I feel like it's too soon. I feel like it's also kind of awkward because there's a whole bunch of family here, and there's just, there's expectations and reputations and all that stuff. So I think this is the first time that Maria's kind of pulling him into the whole like royal side kind of part of her life. So no kiss between them tonight. I'll tell you that one for sure. As for other people, I don't know. Oh, that was very royal of you, Carmen. She just farted in front of her sister-in-law. And Queen Audrey's posing for Joanna. A lot of posing tonight. Okay. Look how pretty Genevieve's dress is. I love this dress. It suits her so well. And she's standing right next to Leroy. These two are like two peas in a pod. He's always like protecting her. Leroy is definitely one of the people that she trusts the most. So I think it's so sweet that they're always together. You know what? It's been wonderful spending time with you. We've made some great memories and we'll make so many more, I'm sure of it. Oh my God, are these two still talking as well? I didn't even notice that. Oh my God. Okay, well, Charity and Raymond seem to be having a good time with their dates tonight, which is very sweet. Okay, even though it's past midnight, everybody still seems to be counting down until... Oh, and it's New Year. Happy New Year. Oh, look who's hugging. Oh my God. Aww. What's going on? Woohoo! No. This is a mistake. We're not doing that. I understand you're super drunk. That's really nice. I think it's time for you to go upstairs. I think Annie had too much to drink, and I think it's time for her to go to sleep. I'm not dealing with this tonight. No. She just needs to go and sleep off the alcohol, because that's not a thing. Look, Charlotte is pissed. You know what? I think what happened with Annie is that it was too much to handle to her seeing her sister, and she just hates being fake. And she just didn't like the fact that her sister was here and they had to pretend like everything was okay when everything is not okay, and she just couldn't handle it, and so she drank too much and she lost her mind a little bit. But thank God I caught that before it happened, because that's not happening on my watch. No. Pretend that didn't happen. We love Julian. Julian's awesome. That's just a stupid thing that happens in the game that I thought I took out. The random drunk hookups, but I didn't, so I'm sorry about that. I think Levi and Joanna are probably feeling super uncomfortable as far as the whole situation that's happening with Erica and Annalise, because Joanna spilled the beans and Levi was a part of, Erica's little scheme to go into the realm behind everyone's back. So they're just feeling super uncomfortable. Like, Erica's their best friend and they would do anything for her. But I think they just feel awkward when it comes to like that. Annalise thinks that Erica values Levi and Joanna more over her. So that's a little tough. Oh, look at them. Look at everybody slow dancing. This is so cute. So over here, I want to do some talking while everyone is slow dancing. So just give me a second. First, I just want to quickly mention, look how cute Leroy and Genevieve are slow dancing. So, Leroy and Genevieve have definitely gotten a lot closer, especially when it comes to Erica, because Leroy spent so much time with Erica when they were in Salvadorada, and I think Genevieve just, is stressed out with her daughter going behind her back and stuff like that. Oh, and they actually gain a sentiment. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. So while everybody's slow dancing, I wanted to talk about last episode very quickly. Last episode, a lot of things happened. If you missed it, I definitely recommend you go watch it. It was a full machinima, and it basically described Erica and Derek's journey to the magic realm. They went to the magic realm to find out information on why the princesses fell into their comas, how they can make sure it doesn't happen again, and stuff like that. They brought their friends Levi and Hector. Well, technically Hector and Derek are cousins, but they brought them along. Levi's over here, he's talking to his dad. But they brought them along for help and moral support, and while they were in the realm, they actually ended up bumping into Maria's biological father, Xander. Xander is back at home. He's not in the Halverson kingdom. He's back doing his thing at home. I think he just wanted to get away and kind of process, what just happened. It was a lot for him as far as seeing his wife for the first time in many years. However, he did make the decision to not stay in the realm with her and to come back home into the real world. He just thinks that magic stuff is totally unhealthy. And also, I think now that he's kind of almost in a way reconnected with Maria, he feels like an obligation to not run away from his problems again by, leaving and going off to the magic realm and actually dealing with them in the real world. Anyways, as far as the public goes, when it comes to this whole magical side, they don't really understand or have time to pay attention to this whole magic side of things with the royals. All they know that happened is that the princesses fell into a coma, and now they're not in it anymore, and they don't really understand why, and they don't really have time to understand why, if that makes sense. I feel like it's a very busy kingdom, and as far as going to specifics with magic and stuff, they just don't have time for it, or they don't believe in it, or etc, etc. But as far as these two go, Maria and Raymond had a little study date, and it was very cute. They had fun, and I don't know, Raymond's just a really nice guy, and he seems to be fitting in well, talking to everybody, having a good time with everyone here at the ball. Oh my god, don't tell me Derek's bringing out the violin right now. Of course he is. So as far as apologizing to Genevieve and Annalise, she would apologize if she understood what she did wrong. But to her, she seems like she was just doing her own thing and didn't realize the impact it would have. Because yes, technically she is not obligated to tell her sister and her mother, where she's going. She's a grown adult. But at the same time, when you do things that are life-threatening, like going into a different realm and not telling anybody, or just, making major life decisions and not telling the people close to you, it's almost like you're lying to them, and you're just kind of leaving them out of big life problems. It makes them seem like you don't really appreciate them as much as you actually do. And I don't think she sees that, or she's trying her best not to see it because she just doesn't want to be in the wrong. But yeah, things are just really awkward tonight between them. But everybody else seems to be having a good time, so that's important. Both Genevieve and Leroy are feeling flirty from their little romantic dance, which is actually pretty cute. At first, I think it started off really friendly, and then I think as they were spending more time together, looking at each other's eyes, they kind of just, started feeling the feels. We learned a little bit about Leroy's past in the last episode. We learned that he has a daughter. We learned that he had a wife who passed away. His wife did pass away from illness. We didn't learn that last episode, but I just wanted to let you know how. It's been a really long time for them as far as getting romantic with anyone, and I think they have a very deep appreciation with each other. So if anything were to happen romantically, it would be very, very, very slow, like a very slow burn. If they were to take things to the next level, it would be very slowly and cautiously. That being said, however, they do have a bit of a romantic bar, because I think they haven't really realized how much they actually like each other in a romantic way. but it's there, obviously, as you can see. If you even check under sentiments, Leroy's totally smitten by her. He's probably looking at her and like being like, oh my god, she's gorgeous. She's all dressed up in that beautiful gown. I mean, Leroy looks very handsome too in his little suit. So yeah, they work very closely together, and I think they don't realize how much they actually like each other. Technically, whenever they're interacting, it could be seen as work-related things, but in reality, they just really like each other as people. I wanted to check up on Julian and Annalise as far as therapy goes for them, and Martha. They've all been doing very well. I've mentioned before that Martha's a little shy and takes a while to warm up to people. Here she is, she's dancing. I know that she really likes her therapist and is helping her with her confidence as far as, talking to other people and making new friends, and also dealing with her grievance for, her mother who passed away a couple years ago as well. That takes a lot for a young kid to kind of process and understand. I know that Annalise has been doing a lot better. Annalise has seemed to sober up. She's here. Oh, never mind. She's drinking again. Okay, I'm gonna reset her because she should not be drinking this much, at least right now. So, why don't we let me teleport her back into the party room. But yeah, Annalise has been doing a lot better in therapy, as we saw in the last episode. She was talking about it a little bit with Joanna, how it's definitely not what she expected. However, she did enjoy it. She does enjoy it a lot, and it's definitely helping her mentally and emotionally. But as far as Annalise and Julian, their negative chatter in their brain has definitely subsided, and the intrusive thoughts aren't as intrusive. They're just learning to enjoy time with themselves again, and self-love and love themselves again, which is really important. I don't know why Jordan and Julian are in a very intense stare right now, but okay. They're just, in a healthier place, and I think that's super important. Obviously, there is still a long way to go. Like I've been saying, they only started their therapy journey like fairly recently. So we'll still definitely be talking about that as time goes on. I also wanted to kind of mention how Julian is dealing with the whole situation between the fight between the two sisters and Queen Genevieve. Julian is definitely a very big brother persona when it comes to Erica, so I don't think that he's obviously ignoring her the way that Annalise and Genevieve might be, but he will be stern to her and tell her the facts if Erica asks his advice on the situation, on how she should approach Annalise in fixing their relationship. Over here, Raymond and Charity are looking at each other. They're probably talking about what they think about their new group of friends. I've said in the past how Maria's group of friends are just really good people, and they're just that rare type of group where there isn't that much drama and everyone's treated equally and just really kind and have more of a family stance, which I think is super sweet. Why don't we get them to talk to each other a bit. I also installed this mod. I don't know where it is now, or maybe it doesn't show up for teenagers, but I installed this mod that has a lot of Sims 3 romance interactions. Here, if I get Annalise to talk to Julian, they just embraced. Did you see that? That was so cute. But if I get Annalise to talk to Julian, here it is, Sims 3 romance. So they have all of these super cool Sims 3 interactions. I know that there were a lot more romance interactions in the Sims 3, and now that they're added to the Sims 4, we can kind of do the same thing. So this one's called the Sims 3 Romance Dip and Kiss. Ooh. Oh, and they just literally suffocated each other. It's a little glitchy, but it's really sweet. I really liked it. Even though we were just most recently introduced to Charity, Angelica and Charity, so they've been friends for a really long time because they've known each other since they were small, since they went to the same school together for so many years. But I think only recently Angelica has been acting on her romantic feelings for Charity. So I think, you know what? It's New Year's Eve. well, it's New Year's. Well, technically it's 10 a.m., but we're just gonna ignore that. It's New Year's, and things seem to be going well, so why don't we try to plant a first kiss on Charity and see if she reciprocates the feelings. Throughout the conversation, Angelica got the impression that Charity finds her quite attractive, making her wonder if she has the right idea. Ooh. I haven't checked Charity's attractiveness scale, so I don't know if she finds Angelica as attractive as Angelica finds Charity. And now we can finally have our first kiss. Let's see if they'll do it. Oh my god. Yeah, she liked it. That's so sweet. She's very quiet, but at the same time, she's very headstrong. So I'm really glad that I'm really glad that things are working out between the both of them. I'm glad we checked in. I'm glad we had a little party, and to kind of wind down from all the action that happened in the last episode. That being said, however, you know me and I can't do an episode without a machinima, so there will be one at the end of this episode, so stay tuned for that. But thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you next time. The next couple episodes will be a little bit fast pace, if that makes sense, when it comes to timelines. I try to be as accurate as possible when it comes to timing. So since technically now it's January 1st in my game, and we're going to be doing episodes every 3 months, like in the game, not in real life, but like in as far as the game goes, we'll be checking in at every 3 months. So there'll definitely be change in season, which is nice because I love the snow, but I love the sun a lot more. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the machinima.